Hey everyone, and welcome back to 2 Cent Movie Talk, your movie talk YouTube channel where we give you the average moviegoer's experience going to the theaters about movies that you may like or may not like. I'm Greg.
Nika.
And we are here today to review what movie?
Crawl.
Crawl.
That's a monster.
A gator's a monster.
Nah.
When a gator's 20 foot long, he is officially a monster.
Maybe.
Alright, so, hey, right off the bat, this was apparently a smaller budget film. It's really short. I think it was an indie film or a smaller firm film, whatever. I didn't do any backlog looking to it. Even the cast is full of people I'm not really familiar with. But I think the movie's like an hour and a half.
Yeah.
And
pretty intense.
Pretty intense. You know, this is, I'm not going to say it's cookie cutter, but it is kind of follow a simple routine. But the dramatic the shock value of it is awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. Takes place in Florida, of course.
I always want to say New Orleans, but you're right, it's Florida.
They were in Florida, and it's based around basically her and her dad. And she was a swimmer, a competitive swimmer apparently, and it was a hurricane season, obviously. So the sister was concerned about the dad, and of course she goes and I'll go check on him, and she goes into the storm.
Yeah.
She drives through the hurricane, past through the cops that were trying to stop her. This is a spoiler, obviously, guys.
Yeah.
It's a lower budget movie, so it's hard to give our opinion on it without really telling you guys about it. So.
I mean, the whole thing really set up. It was set up pretty quick and pretty easy, and it made sense. I mean, for the most part, there's hurricane, there's flooding, there's gators in Florida. Florida's gator, water, hurricane, gators in your crawl space. Mm-hmm. And I never lived in Florida, so that piece I don't know.
I've never even visited Florida.
Yeah, so I don't know if how the homes are set up in the movie are true or not. But I'm just taking to say, hey, that seems right. And these gators are basically eating and chasing people.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like a father and daughter type movie where they had a bad relationship, and then in the midst of this tragedy, they're trying to rebuild their relationship and stay alive.
Let me tell you, that daddy got jacked up. Okay.
Yeah.
He was already messed up when she found him. Now she went under the house. Obviously, it wasn't a basement; it was a crawl space. Hence the word, probably crawl, or they got the name from the alligators, but.
I was this old when I just figured it out.
What, that was a crawl space?
Well, the crawl space hits the name Crawl. I didn't and they were crawling in the movie.
I figured it out when I first saw it, because when I saw the trailer, I thought it was called Crawl because of the alligators. But then when I realized she was in a crawl space, that's the reason why. Hence, Crawl.
Of enlightenment right here.
So anyway, she went down there because she couldn't find her dad in the house, and her and the dog were there at the house. She tells the dog to stay. Ironically, he stays.
He was the smartest one in this whole thing.
Yeah.
Because he never came downstairs.
He didn't get hurt not once.
Nope.
So she goes down there, finds her dad. When she's dragging him, or no, she dragged him. Yeah, she was dragging him, trying to get him out. Alligator came.
Yeah. And
changed her whole perception of what was going on down there.
Right. You know, I'm gonna say this. For all the big budget movies that have been out and all the blockbusters that we ran to the theaters and drove and crashed websites to see, it's refreshing to see a movie like this that's entertaining, it's good, you don't feel like you wasted your time in the theater, it gave you some scares, some shock value.
Definitely a shock value. I was like cringing the whole time because just the thought of being in that basement, not being able to get out, realizing that, hey, it's more than one.
Yeah.
And not really. Initially, she didn't know how they got in. I don't think she knew how they got in. Her dad was not conscious when she first found him.
Yeah, so she was trying to save him. Yeah,
and she got a little messed up too, but not as bad as her dad. Like, I just knew at that one part that was it for him. But
yeah, this. I mean, I honestly, I was really, really pleased. And to me, this kind of movie actually restored my faith in movies now, because a lot of movies going to see this year haven't been that great.
Yeah, the last 5 movies we saw prior to this one. Sorry, we didn't review.
Leave it on a break.
But besides Spider-Man: Far From Home,
Yeah.
which was refreshing after the previous 4 that we saw that just wasn't what we expected them to be.
Yeah.
So this was pretty refreshing.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Restored faith, like you said, because you know we always said where is movie life gonna go from us after
after Marvel retired their stars.
Marvel, so this is pretty decent, you know, for a lower budget for what it was about, because you could totally jack this story up.
You could have,
but
it could have
gotten corny. I think. You know, some people may see the time and the time frame that it runs and say, oh, it's going to be crappy because it's a really short movie. I mean, it was a pretty decent movie.
Yeah. I think being shorter like that removed the risk of having stupid moments in it. Mm-hmm. You know, it's kind of like one thing, like you're in the moment. You don't have the time to think and have feelings. You're just doing, you're just going. And I think that's what happened here. This movie kind of just flowed.
Yeah, it did. And it wasn't a lot of, you know, they did some backtracking of the story, but it wasn't so much to where you're like, oh my God, what does this have to do with anything?
Yeah, it was done in the moment.
Yeah.
It wasn't done in
and the
a
parts
cheesy
that
way.
were shown made sense to their survival, basically.
I hope this isn't one of those movies they do a sequel to.
It doesn't need
They
a
can
sequel.
go really crazy. Like, what I think about with this is the first Chucky, how it was really scary, and then they started making it so
more and more and more, and then it got stupid, and you're like, really?
Yeah, really? Now you got 2 of them. So yeah, so this could be one of those things where I think it's a great movie, make it, then move on from there. Maybe follow the same theme and go and do similar type movies in different parts of the country, because they're, well, I don't know, bears. You do say there were bears.
Anything really, but this was pretty intense, and I was like, okay, forget it. I'm not going to Florida during hurricane season. You can forget it. Yeah, it makes you not want to go anywhere near. I'm fine here in the north.
I'm not going to the crawl space. See, if
we have a basement.
Yeah, but
not a crawl space, because you can find anything in a crawl space, honestly.
And she did.
And the reason why, because they had the drain pipe, but the drain pipe didn't have a cover on it. So that's how they were getting in there.
I guess in a normal situation, it wouldn't really be a problem because...
Yeah, but when you live in Florida, I think it's important to have a cover over your drain pipe.
Well, they should. They had, you know how it was rusted off. The bars were rusted off. But they didn't fix it. Yeah, you think about it.
Fix it.
Yeah, he probably thought, I'll fix it later.
Yeah.
I still can't figure out how the crawl space works, though. I mean, maybe it has to take some time to understand how houses in Florida, how the land, part of Florida we're in.
I mean, Michigan has crawl spaces.
Yeah, but they don't have drain. They had an overflow drain back.
I mean, but they have so much water. They're, buy so much water that somehow I guess they need that for those reasons, because the hurricanes, hello.
Yeah, I'm gonna look into it and see, because sometimes. But anyway, it's minor detail. If you got time this weekend or this week,
you need something to do.
Yeah, because it's a short movie. You can see it on a work day.
Right.
I think it's rated R. It should be. Yeah, it's rated R. It gotta be. It's gotta be. Man, if you have time, I would highly recommend it.
I recommend it. Definitely.
Yeah, it's a great movie to see. Low budget, like I said, not low, but it's a lower budget movie, but it's not low quality. That's one thing, because you kept on saying, "Are those gators real?"
Yeah, because you couldn't tell.
Yeah,
the only one that was like, okay, well, he's definitely not real is the one with the red eyes. Like, really? Yeah. I know that one's not real, but the other ones, I mean, there was no way for you to tell that they were fake.
Yeah, they were fake. But
I mean, they were obviously, so because if they were real, her and her daddy wouldn't have survived.
But the money they spent, I'm thinking the money they saved on the casting, because there was no big names in this movie. Not even one actor like, hey, I know him. So I
mean, the dad, I've seen him in other movies, but like lower budget movies. I haven't seen him in anything big. He's done TV and stuff like that.
Okay.
Barry Pepper. The girl, I've seen her again in lower budget movies. I don't think I've really seen her in smaller budget. I'm sorry, not small.
Small,
but I've seen her in probably maybe a TV show, maybe something on Lifetime. I can't remember where I've seen her, but I did recognize her face. But the dad definitely. I definitely saw the guy in other stuff. A lot of TV work he's done, I think.
Yeah. So I want to give this movie, I guess they have to put a scale up for this, but on likability and enjoyability, I rank it high. The quality movie is good, mid to high. The story is what I call a can. Pull it out the shelf. You can stick any actor and any animal in there. It's a survival movie. I'm going to give it a B minus. Because like I said, I really enjoyed the movie for what it was.
Yeah.
I get a movie B minus.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I give it a B minus too, considering they didn't use like, you know, more A-list actors or whatever. But I think with it being a smaller budget and a smaller, I don't know, ranking cast, that it was very good. It was interesting. Like it kept my attention. And I was creeped out. So it did its job. It really got me. So yeah, I had nightmares about alligators that night. So yeah.
And it served its purpose.
It did its job. Yeah. So a B minus is fair. It's fair. Like, go see it. You know, like we said, it's a short movie. It's very entertaining to me, at least.
I think so. Yeah. So let us know what you think in the comments. If you got to see, if you feel the same way, if you feel otherwise, let us know. If you think if you enjoy it, let us know what your best parts were, your favorite parts. If you don't, let us know what you didn't like about it. Just like the movie, this is a short review.
Right. And so what we're gonna do, guys, some of you may know, some of you may not know. If you follow us elsewhere, we've just been through a lot of things and doing the reviews. Like we said, this is the 6th movie that we've seen. This is the only one we've done a review. So at the end of this video, I will give you a list of the movies that we've seen and what we thought about them. And if you want to hear a review for those movies from us, let us know, and we'll put out a review. But at this time, it's just too many.
Yeah, unfortunately, we were really, our bad, our fault.
It's been a lot of family stuff going on, so we just haven't had the time to just sit down and do reviews.
Yeah.
Our bad, again. You know, but yeah, so we'll put at the end of the video what we thought of the other movies that we've seen since Endgame.
Yeah. Sounds like a plan.
Yeah.
Sounds good to me. Sounds good to you? Alright. Alright, everyone. Well, thanks for sticking around with us to the end. This has been 2 Cent Movie Talk. Craig.
Nika.
And we'll see you next time we get our next movie on.
Bye.
Bye.